without weed? Without, like no weed lollipop. Does it have THC in it? Gets me high? Yeah. You say yes to everything, huh? No, man. So I should leave now? Okay, bye. Kind of rude. You're buying? No, get out. Remember this store? We already mentioned it. It has a 1-star review on Google. Now I know why. Now the following 2 stores caught our eye for different reasons. One had the Comic Sans written sign that said marijuana, and the other one seemed quite welcoming and had the sign THC on it, which is quite important for this part. So I walked in and I asked if they sell weed that contains THC. This is what they said. Do you have a THC weed?
This is around 20%.
20%? So it's legal here?
No,
It's not.
you need a medical license to sell, and you're not allowed to smoke on the street, but nobody cares.
Oh, nobody cares? So how can you sell it? You have the license? You have license. Oh, so, but can I smoke it on the street?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Anywhere you want.
This is good. Wow, this is good. Is THC?
It ain't legal though. Nobody gives a fuck.
THC.
If you get arrested for smoking weed, you kind of goofy. What else was you doing while you was smoking?
THC?
Huh?
Now let's answer the
Hey, the
question.
police pull your ass over with. Ain't nobody tripped off the
Czech
fact that you got your
Republic.
little
It's
blood.
not really a yes or no answer because it is decriminalized. In other words, if you get your hands on it and you smoke it on the street, nobody's going to put you to jail. On the other hand, you can't just walk into a store and buy weed that would make you high because it would need to have THC in it. That's why I walked into the store and I asked the guy if what he's selling has THC, and the other guy, they both said it has 20% and more of THC, which would make it illegal to sell because it can only have 1% of THC. In other words, they were either selling illegally weed, which I doubt because they would be shut down, or they were simply lying to me because I'm a tourist and I have no idea what's going on in this country. So the stuff they sell is either CBD, which is quite a complicated story, but it's legal to sell here, or it's HHC, which is a whole different story, and it's a substance that our law still doesn't know how to really look at it. That's why quite often we saw those signs on the packages that said you cannot consume this, you cannot smoke this, you cannot eat this, because it is not approved as something that you can put into your body. So we have tourists that are looking for weed, they're looking to get high, and sellers will tell them anything to sell them the weed. But let's be fair, we've also walked into many shops, actually, they're across the river, where we also ask the same question, does it contain THC? And the answer is always no, that would be illegal in this country. This is the stuff we sell, and you cannot legally buy weed that would make you high in a store in Prague. So yes, they were honest to us. Do you sell any THC? Do you sell any like THC stuff?
HHC, so HHC the same as THC mix, but legal in Czech Republic.
Oh, and THC is not?
No.
Okay, unfortunately. We only walked about a mile and we saw around a dozen of these weed shops. And we found out that, first of all, not all of them can be trustworthy or honest because they simply lie to you about what they sell. And also, if you're intending to go in them and buy something, maybe do a little bit more research than just relying on what they will tell you. I said that they are here because tourists are here, but the other reason there's so many of them is because the industry here on the street kind of works that people see what somebody else is doing and they do the same thing. That's why there's so many trelelnik stands, because simply people saw that one is working fine, so they opened another one and another one and another one. Eventually this street became just trelelnik stands, candy shops, and weed shops. Another reason we made this video are also the tourists we saw on the streets of Prague, and whenever they see a weed shop, they're always like, wow, that's amazing, you guys have weed shops here, I bet you all smoke weed. They start taking pictures, they're like, this country's awesome, there's weed everywhere. Nope, it's only the tourist area. As one actually vendor in this store said, well, only tourists come here. I mean, this street is like a city within a city, and he was right about that. And last but not least, the marketing of weed in general is catchy. People like to look at it, they like to see it. It is kind of still controversial. And by the way, if there's one country in the world where 420 makes sense, it's here. Because our dialing code, our country code for phones is 420.